Welcome back to the online classes for Triveni Memorial School. So today we are going to start the 14th chapter of class 5th, that is the games we play. In this chapter we are going to understand about the different sports equipments, okay, different types of games that we play. So when we work all the time and have no time to relax, so when we continuously work and we have no free time, then it will make our mind become very dull. Okay, so what we can do when we play games, we relax our mind. So when we play different types of games, this helps us to relax our mind, and we play games for many other reasons. So why we should play game? Because first of all, it is a very good exercise. It keeps our bones and muscle very strong. It makes our bones and muscle very strong, and it helps us to stay fit. It keeps our body in an excellent shape. So it is playing different sports or different games is a very good exercise. Next is, when we play a game, we develop our confidence. So while playing game, so we develop our confidence. Next is, when we play by following the rules and regulation of the game, we become more disciplined in the life. So what happens, students? So every game that you play have particular sort of rules and regulation, that is in which you can play that game. So when we follow all those rules and regulations, this is going to help us to become more disciplined in our life. Next is, we channelize our mental and physical energy in more positive manner. So we channelize our complete mental and physical energy in a positive manner. And lastly, while we play games, it helps us to become fresh and very active. We are able to do more work. So while relaxing our mind by playing these games, we can achieve more output. Okay, by that we can do more work after having this time, when we give the time which we allot for making our mind relax. That is how we can do that, by playing different games. So there are two types of games, student. One is outdoor game, another one is indoor game. So let us talk about outdoor games. So outdoor games such as your cricket, hockey, tennis and basketball, these are your outdoor games. These outdoor games are played outside our houses. That is, we play these games in an open ground, in the court or the stadium. So outdoor games are the ones which are played outside our home. That is, we can play them in open ground in different stadiums. Okay, so the examples of these outdoor games are your cricket, hockey, tennis and basketball. So you can see here in the diagram, this is your hockey and this is your lawn tennis. Both are the example of outdoor game. The next we have to talk about is your indoor games. So indoor games, the games that we play at our home are called indoor games. There are various examples of indoor games that includes your chess, snake and ladder, carom and ludo. So these are the common games which you might have also played with your families and your relatives and cousin, brother and sister. So these are the indoor games. Example here, diagram is provided, chess and carom. The next is, we have to discuss about individual games. So generally, students, the games are generally played with the team members. Okay, there are number of person playing together forming a team. But there are certain other games in which one single person performance matter, that is called as individual games. So many games are being played all by oneself. So there are certain games which is a single player is there, that is yourself. So they are known as individual. Okay, individual games. So example of individual games are like swimming, gymnastic, athletic, skating, cycling and golf. So these are the examples of your individual games. Here you can see here, this is a golf, a person playing golf, and this is gymnastic. Next is your team game. So as we have discussed earlier, many of the games are being played in a group. Okay, such games are played between two teams. So there are two teams. Between those two teams, one particular game, one particular match is being played, and the number of players in each team varies from game to game. So there are different members. How many players are required in that team for a particular games are different. It depends on game to game. Such games are called as team games. Examples in which team are required, that is your cricket, hockey, basketball, volleyball, footballs are the team game. So as you can see here, these are the various examples of team game. In cricket, as you are aware, there are 11 players in one team, 11 players in the another team. So this is cricket, hockey and basketball. Next is your team spirit. What do you mean by team spirit, students? So in sports, the team spirit is understood as the spirit that makes a player want their team to succeed. So the team spirit is important because the main goal of the complete team is the success of their whole team. Okay, the whole team wants to win the match. So the players cooperate and coordinate while playing as a team. So these members of the team, they play in when they play, they cooperate with one another and they coordinate. They try to coordinate one another while playing, while being a part of a one team. They are not interested in showing their individual performance and talent. So here these team members, they are not showing their individual talent or performance. They are what matters to them is their team. The success of the team is important for the team spirit. Okay, so as you can see here, huddle signifies the team spirit. So this is a cricket team. This is how they huddle before the match, so that this depicts the team spirit. Okay, they all wanted to, they want the complete team to win the match. Next is the important fact you must know that the Indian cricket team won the World Cup in 1983. So India won the World Cup in 1983, and mainly because the players showed the team spirit. Why they won? Because there was a team spirit among the players. Interestingly, the Indian cricket team were never the favorite to win the cup before the tournament began. So before this whole tournament of the World Cup began, Indian cricket team was not the favorite to win. Okay, they were not in the list to win. But what really stood out was the team spirit that the players showed throughout the tournament. Because of this team spirit, the whole team emerges as a winner, and they took the World Cup. They bring the World Cup to India in 1983. As you can see here, Kapil Dev was the captain. Kapil Dev lifting the World Cup. Okay, this is a huge win, and it signifies that how team spirit is important for any successful of the team. Next is captain of the team. So captain is the one who leads the team. Captain role is very important in any team success. So as you can see here, Ravi is the captain of the of the football team of our club. So of our class, Ravi is your captain. He is a good captain. Ravi always gives the responsibility and clear direction. So this is the responsibility of the captain, to give responsibilities. Okay, this is the role of the captain, to divide the responsibilities among all the members of the team and give them clear direction. He is fair, focused and encouraging. Motivation by the captain is very important. Under his leadership, our football team has shown true team spirit. So because of his leadership, his good leadership, the football team has shown the true team spirit. Next is, if we talk about girls, so here Nikita is the captain of the basketball team of our class. So Nikita is also the captain of basketball team. She always encourages her teammate to develop and improve their skill in playing. So what Nikita is doing as a leader, she is motivating. She is encouraging all her team members to develop and improve their skills. So every team member should listen to the captain, and they should improve and develop their skills in playing. So the captain is the leader of his or her team. So who is the leader of the team? The captain. And the success of a game depends a lot on the role of the captain play in the game. So the role which is played by the captain is very important for the success of the complete team. Next is your equal opportunities for girls and boys. So here at our school, boys and girls are made to participate in all the physical exercise and all the sports together. So here in your schools also, the girls and boys are not they are allowed to play different sports activity as well physical exercise at equal scale. Okay, there is no differentiation between girls and boys. Every girl and boy every student should be given equal opportunity to participate in the game. Next is your national team. So national team, what do you understand by that? If a child who excel in the game at the school, so as you participate in various sports activities in your school, sports event, you excel in that particular sports, then that is at your school level. Then when you are provided with proper training, essential support and encouragement by your teachers, you can reach to the desired level and his or her represent the country. So at the state level, then you go to the national level. Okay, here proper training, encouragement and the support is required by your teachers, by your parents, by your family, and the child who excel at the state level can reach his or her desired level and can play for his or her country. So he or she became a national player and plays for the national team. So the person or the child who plays for a national team, he became a national player. Next is, a national team consists of players from different parts of the country. So do you think that national team consists of people from particular state? No, that is your state team. But if you talk about national team, so it includes players from all over the country, from different part of the country. They play as a team. When our national team wins a tournament, when any national team or our country wins a tournament, the whole country celebrates its victory. So the whole success of those whole national team, the victory is celebrated by the complete country. The team effort is appreciated and the players are being honored. So the team effort, the team spirit is being appreciated. They are given honor. Okay. So each player is given equal credit for the win of the complete team. So here you can see this is the national cricket team of India. You can see how all the players have this captured this and they are giving honor to the complete team by the nation. Next is some important fact is hockey is the national game of India. So as you are aware that most children are fond of cricket, but our national team of our India is a national game of our country India is hockey, and India has won many medals in this sporting event. So in this sporting event, India has won a lot of medals, like it has won 7 times Olympic, 2-time World Cup and 6-time Asian Championship. So we have excelled in hockey also, but cricket continues to be the most popular game in India. So as you are aware, cricket is the most popular game among the children in India. So this is the hockey team. Next is, what is true sportsmanship, student? True sportsmanship have a reputation for a fair play. They should have fair play and good sportsmanship. So a true sports person is the one who is very fair and loyal to his or her team and game. They have the personal quality. They have certain important qualities to become a true sports person. What are those qualities? They need to be patient, okay? Then honesty, loyal, tolerance. They have to tolerate certain situation. Next, generosity. Next is politeness. Not to be rude, have to be polite. And friendliness. So these are the various personal qualities which is required to become a true sports person. They also have a positive attitude toward the sports and life. So positive attitudes is also required, not only in sports but also the life. And we should also develop these qualities and become a true sports person. So you should also inculcate all these qualities in your life and become a true sports person. So let's move on to the exercise part, student. So first question here is multiple choice question. Take the correct answer. First is chess is an dash game. Is an outdoor game, indoor game or individual game. So chess is an indoor game because it is played inside the house. The national game of India, as I told you in the slides, the national game of India is your hockey. That is right option is C. Next is fill in the blanks. The game keeps our bones and muscles strong. So when you play game regularly, it will help you develop your bones and muscle in a strong manner. It will make them strong. Next is dash is the team. Dash of the team gives direction to the team members. So who is responsible for giving direction? The captain or the leader of the team. That is, captain is the leader. Next is section B of the exercise. First multiple choice question. The captain is the dash of his or her team. He's a leader, he's a trainer or owner. So as I told you, captain is the leader. So right answer is A option of his team. Next is a national player plays for the dash team, whether it plays for a school, state or nation. So the national player plays for the national team. Okay. So let's move on to the next part. That is very short answer question. First of all, you have to name any 2 individual game. Only one player is there in that game. So 2 individual game you can write down golf and skating. The next is which is our national game. So you have to remember national game of our country is hockey. Next is short answer type of question, student. What is meant by team spirit? Team spirit is the spirit that makes the player want their team to succeed is called team spirit. When you want your team to win, that is called your true team spirit. Next is what is a national team? So national team consists of players from different part of the country. That is when you play for your nation, that is your national team, and it consists of players, different players from different part of the country. Next is your last one, that is your long answer question here. First of all, why do we play games? Why it is required to play games? So we play games to relax our mind. It keeps our bones and muscles strong. This is the second reason. Third one, it also helps in channelizing our mental and physical energy in positive manner. So these are the various reasons why we should play games. Last question here is, what qualities should we develop while playing a game? So what are the various qualities that a true sports person have, and we should also develop while we are playing a game. So while we are playing any game, we should develop the qualities of patience. Being patient, we should develop the the qualities like honesty, then tolerance, generosity, politeness, and friendliness. So these are the various qualities of a true sports person, and we should also inculcate them in our personal life. So by this, student, we are completing this chapter. So revise the videos once again. Hope to see you in my next video. Till then, take care. Thank you.